Are you struggling with Kotlin and generics? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common issue that many developers face when trying to use constructor references with generics in Kotlin. I totally get it. It can be really frustrating when your code doesn't work as expected, especially when you're trying to make it more concise. You're not the only one who has run into this problem. Here's the situation we're addressing. One user asked, "How can I use constructor references with generics in Kotlin without declaring variables?" They shared their code and expressed their desire for a more concise solution. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the issue here? In Kotlin, when using constructor references with generics, the compiler sometimes struggles to infer the types correctly. This can lead to the need for workarounds that aren't as elegant as we'd like. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a neat trick that can simplify your Kotlin code even further. To address the user's issue with the Kotlin code, we will first clarify the use of constructor references with generics. The user is trying to use the pair constructor directly, but the compiler struggles to infer the generic types. One effective solution is to provide explicit type arguments to the pair constructor. This helps the compiler understand what types it should expect. Alternatively, the user can use a lambda expression that creates a pair without explicitly declaring the variables. This keeps the code concise while still being clear. Lastly, if the user prefers a more functional approach, they can utilize the toInfix function in Kotlin, which allows for a clean syntax when creating pairs. Fun fact, did you know that Kotlin was designed to be fully interoperable with Java? This means you can often bring your Java skills into Kotlin, but sometimes the differences can trip you up. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative approach is to create a custom operator for flat map. This operator allows you to combine two observables into a pair without needing to declare variables explicitly. Another suggestion is to modify the int to Boolean observable function to return a pair or a custom type, which can make the code more explicit and easier to understand. You can also handle different scenarios based on the result of int to Boolean observable by using a filter with a side effect, which avoids the generic type issue. Lastly, if you want to capture failure reasons, consider defining an either type and implementing operators for it, which can help manage success and failure cases more effectively. Here's a tip. If you want to avoid these issues in the future, consider using type aliases or creating wrapper classes that can help with type inference. This can make your code cleaner and easier to manage. And there you have it. While Kotlin's type inference can be a challenge, there are ways to work around it. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on Kotlin and programming.